I'm with Bill Dooey here. He is the Public Affairs Manager for Taylor Shellfish. And where are we at here? This is beautiful.
So we're in Spokane Inlet.
Okay.
This is Taylor's Spokane Inlet farm.
What is it about Washington shellfish that people seem to like?
Well, Washington's got a great reputation. You know, it's kind of, you know, internationally, it's the clean green state. And so our shellfish are prized for that fact that, you know, they're produced in these pristine waters, and it's just a emblematic clean green that gets us a premium demand and price for our shellfish.
Right. I suppose environmental elements and change in our environment, though, can affect this.
Absolutely. I spend a lot of time working with our county governments and working with the state legislature and even back in Congress on stormwater regulations, on-site sewage regulations, ag runoff issues, trying to make sure that any pollutants off the land don't close our shellfish beds down. We've got a bigger problem. It's called ocean acidification, and it's due to carbon dioxide emissions from burning fossil fuels being absorbed by the ocean. It's changing the chemistry of the ocean. So besides changing our climate and having those types of effects, it's changing the chemistry of the ocean. And so from a policy standpoint, we're working on that nationally and internationally, because ultimately we need really clean water to grow shellfish, because a lot of our products are eaten raw. And if you think about it, there's not a lot of animal proteins that are consumed raw.
Right.
So you really have to have clean water to make sure that product's safe to eat.
Yeah. Can the general public help in that?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, that's a big part of our effort is outreach and education. You know, we actually have seed sales. So several times a year we sell seed to people who own tidelands in front of their house, and we encourage them to have an oyster or shellfish garden.
Yeah.
And then when we sell them the seed, we say, oh, by the way, you know, in a few years when these are big enough, you might want to make sure your septic system's working. You might want to pick up after the dog.
Yeah.
You might want to think about the pesticides you're putting on the lawn. You know, so it's been a great tool, both to get people excited about shellfish, but to help them understand the linkage to water quality.
Exactly. You've been doing this for 30 years
30
now?
years,
So
yeah, over 30 years.
What keeps you coming back?
You know, it's really gratifying to produce a food in the ocean that's a filter feeder. They actually help clean the environment. You know, so have these crops that provide all these great ecosystem services and wonderful nutritious food. You know, what's wrong with that? That's all good stuff.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for coming out.